So welcome everybody. This is our first interview and our first chat with a friend. Min, welcome. Welcome to our channel and welcome to our very first interview. And this is the first time people see our faces actually. So I guess we should start with some interview with an introduction. So who's gonna start?
Go ahead, man. You start.
Okay, so my name is Maurizio, and I've been working in the VFX industry for around 10 years, I think. I started in video games in England, where I met my friend Alex, and and yeah, I started as a character modeler. Then with time, as soon as I got my first job in VFX, it was actually in facial modeling, and it was in New Zealand. And I worked on Avatar as a first movie. It was not intimidating at all. And yeah, and since then I've been bouncing back and forth from character modeling. Then I was going back to facial rigging, moved to facial rigging for animation. So I have a like technical skill set, more into rigging and modeling. And now I'm working at Framestore as a facial modeling TD. Yeah, so that's it. I met these two guys that you see. We used to work together. We live in the same city. We're all based in Vancouver now. And yeah. Next one.
All right. To follow Maurizio's words. Yeah, we met maybe like in 2003, 2004, I think. Anyways, we met a long time ago. My name is Alex. I've been working on the entertainment industry for quite a while now. My first job abroad was in England as well, in Derby, in the middle of nowhere in Derby, where I met Maurizio. We were working on video games back in the day. After that, I just went into VFX for films. I worked on different companies. I've been jumping back and forth to different companies, MPC, DNEG, The Mill. I spent the last 7 years almost at Industrial Light and Magic here in Vancouver. So that was a nice experience. Actually, I really enjoyed it there. I recently, just like a month ago, I changed companies and I'm working now for Ziva Dynamics. Sort of a generalist TD, and we're working on great things, great technology, and really enjoying it so far. I do my own little projects on the side, always drawing and modeling, and I'm more of a, I guess, character modeler slash bit of a generalist. But yeah, what I enjoy the most is doing characters and designing my own characters and just having fun with software, basically.
Yeah, and modeling camels.
Apparently. Modeling camels, and I wish it was rigging camels, but
yeah,
no. So far just modeling them. And then I believe I met Min, like, when was that? Like 5, 6 years ago? Almost 7 years ago, maybe?
Can be, yeah.
Yeah. I guess when you just moved to Vancouver, I guess, right?
Yeah, you moved here and I moved here too, like almost the same time. And then like, oh, we are Vancouver newbie, and then just like we don't have a friend and hanging out together.
Yeah, exactly. We met through another friend of ours, a common friend through Lo. So yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, you were both lonely at the time.
Yeah, like just a newbie. Like, oh, let's just go to this pub and this pub. Yeah, and having a lot of beer. Yeah. So good. Me?
Your turn.
Okay.
You're the guest.
So hello, I am the first guest. Min Shin. My name is Min Shin, and I started as a 3D character artist in the beginning of my career. And now I'm a simple human being now. Have a like life crisis, like identity crisis. What am I now? Because I have a huge interest for anything, and I started as a character 3D modeling. I thought it's the best. 3D modeling is the best. And then I like all the different things. I like rigging. I like animation. I like game engine, and all the different things and looking at the different weird creature in the world, and oh, I want to make it, and just that's what I'm doing right now. So I cannot define myself as like something. I just have a simple human being just doing something I can do.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah.
So there's one thing, me and Min, we used to work together at Digital Domain, and it was cool because Min, she was the one, every morning she was coming at work, and she was like, she had something that she was doing, all these cute characters that she was showing us on the phone that you can tap and interact with them, and it was just so amazing. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
like when I go to basically Visual Effects Studio is like really dark, it's just dark, no light, and then people sometimes look sad, and then it made me sad too. So I go home and usually making something a little bit brighter.
I guess,
and then I want to
just
like, oh, looks so sad. Maurizio looks so sad, and I look at this.
That has nothing to do with VFX. That's just
no,
Min.
that's me being a very bitter human
That's him
being.
being him.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with the industry for now. But yeah, I don't blame the industry for being a sad man. But
Well,
yeah,
it's like also Maurizio. This place is really dark, and then Maurizio just working next to the Marco Menko who have like crazy
the
light, and then like he's just sitting next to him, so he have like side is bright and side is another side is dark. It looks quite sad.
It's like two faces. Yeah. It wasn't. Yeah, at the time I have to say that working in an environment that it's very dark is not the best. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah.
And the Italian man need the sunlight, so he's
right.
Exactly. For me, right. Vancouver is not working really well. Everybody knows that I bitch about, since I moved to Canada, I bitch about the weather every day. Anyway, now it's sunny, so
I mean, it's not raining. At least it's not raining. I can see
a little bit of sun. So
it's not raining.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay optimistic, but you guys know me, so yeah, you know me. You know what kind of person I am. So
yeah, you look very happy today. You look very happy today.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a filter.
It's all
camera
fake.
filter.
It's camera filter.
Happy filter.
Yeah, like put the smile on.
Just, for the interview.
Just pulling, like, I got tape here that it's pulling. Yeah. No, but actually, I really enjoy working from home. I think one thing that has been amazing from the pandemic, it was that I don't have to go to the studio and interact with other human beings. It's pretty good, but just keep it professional. And that's no, I'm joking. I actually miss because I miss it because I feel like over the past 16 years, I met so many cool people, and I'm glad that I keep in touch with them. Of course, you cannot get along with everybody, but let's save this for another.
For a second part.
Yeah, but I mean, it could be even me. It's like my personality. It's like a very hot temper. So.
You admit it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. It's no. It cannot be always somebody else's fault. It's that. Yeah. Anyway, let's not put me on the spot.
Yeah, let's put Min on the spot. She's the guest.
Yeah, let's put Min on the spot now.
No, I'm not familiar with this. Yeah, I'm the guest, so what is the excuse? Yeah.
No, but I mean, I was watching your Instagram, and you always come up with something really cool. I really like the work that you did on Bobo.
Mm-hmm.
The little chimpanzee, the little chimp.
Yeah.
which is not a sheep but an orangutan. You
This
make it
orangutan.
very
Yeah.
clear the difference. It's fascinating when
Oh, you read the blog? I wrote it.
yeah, I read the blog post, and it is pretty cool, the amount of study that you did on
Yeah.
the research that you did on you know on the difference between the different apes, and yeah, I never put so much effort into that. And it was really fascinating because it's just not an artistic thing. Like, it's been real research about which is very common if you do it. Like in movies, they do this kind, this kind of studies. It looks very when you look at the final shot, you people generally, they have no idea of the amount of research that there is behind that.
Yeah.
And I I don't usually do it. I mean, I like to have fun when I do my personal projects. So
Of course. Yeah.
I never go that deep, but it was very the stuff that you did. It's quite impressive, and also, um, all the study with the engine, even the little graph that you made about the AI. It's to me, it was like, wow, AI, it's gonna be so difficult, but the way you laid down in the blog post, it makes sense. It's like, okay, after all, it is not rocket science. You just make
Yeah.
it like, okay, yeah, uh, not everybody can do it, but it's more is I just feel like it's more you just make it easier. Like, you make me feel like, okay, I want to try this now, because the way you explained it in the blog post, it was it was very it was content that I could digest, and it was easy for me to understand it. So anyway, we're gonna leave the link to the blog post below, so you
Yeah.
guys can take
Yay.
a look at that. But I actually have a few questions, and it's
Okay.
I used to, well, we all know about modeling, and we're gonna get into that. But now I'm very curious to know how you started with Unity.
How I started?
Yeah, where
And
did
and
you
and
learn?
and, uh, and sorry, before even going into Unity, I want to ask as well, how did you go? Because you used to be like a more of an artist and character modeler, and always drawing, and being more involved in the artistic side of things. How did you go from that to, what, I'm gonna make some sort of interactive application where I can put my own characters and interact with them in real time? Why did you decided to do that? And how easy or difficult was, because I'm
I think
guessing,
it's
yeah, you needed to get
yeah.
involved with Unity, with programming, and all these sort of things that I'm guessing you didn't have any clue before.
Yeah, I didn't have any clue. And when I was, I didn't know I could program when I was like, even few years ago, I didn't know I can actually feel comfortable writing Python or C Sharp. Like right now, I can just like write down actually quite long. But 4 years ago, probably if somebody asked me, oh, somebody say, oh, you can learn scripting, programming, I would just laugh. Like, what are you talking about? Like, this is other person's stuff. This is not my stuff. I like drawing. I like sculpting. I like what I can do. The most technical part I can do is like graphic software, right? Like computer graphic software. Some people already think that is difficult. Some artists think, oh, my learning Maya is difficult, technical. So this is what I can do as far as I can go as a technical person. And this is funny thing is like some point I started doing a facial modeling because I feel thirsty. I just want to do more modeling stuff, not cleaning up the scan. I wanted to do a little bit more modeling job.
Yeah.
And I just started doing a facial modeling, and I had to do the rigging. I don't have you saw my super simple facial rig.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a
yeah.
while ago. I remember that. Yes.
Yeah, really long time ago. It's like that is the first rig I ever done, and that is like nobody helped me. Like people giving a hint, but actually I did it everything, and I cried one time.
Well, that's what facial modelers do all the time.
That's what the industry does to you.
Yeah.
I was like, while learning that, it was some point, because why I cried it is my process that time is nobody just teach me, nobody taught me, oh, you should do this thing and then do this way. I watched the different, can you watch me? I suddenly video stopped.
No, we can
see
you.
We can see you. You're
or Mauricio looks very steady. I don't know.
He's just so focused on your
Yeah,
story.
I'm focused. I'm listening.
Yeah. So what I did is like watching different people's technique videos and try to assemble in my way. Some of them are too technical to follow, like joint rig is to follow, it's too difficult to follow. So I learned some of like how to connect with the constraint or making controller or just minimum joint, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And nobody taught me how to do each step. So I just did it like I bring it to ZBrush and make expression, bring it to Maya, and then split it manually, like every single shape. And if that working well, I go to ZBrush again, excuse me, and then fix it, bring it back to Maya, split again, manually. It's like if you're doing over and over.
That's how you learn Python. It's just...
Yeah, and then I just freaked out. And some point, Maya become my Maya scene. I couldn't clean up my Maya scene. So some point, all the node is really bad. I don't have a button to rebuild it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So some point when I click the Zio, it's just Maya stop. So I want to update more, but I couldn't do because it's just freezing.
Yeah. You cannot rebuild with.
Yeah, I don't know how to rebuild. I don't know how to doing it automatically. So I cried and.
And now you know how to do it. I see.
Yeah, now I know how to do it. Yeah. So after that, second week when I had to do, I learned how to do a rigging, how to make everything like automatically. I just really felt that I need to learn. Like you just to learn something, you have to know, you have to feel why you need it. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. That was the start.
Yeah, this is one thing that I realized is that with time, I started doing things that I thought I was never able to do. It's like you just have to go step by step. You just learn, put a little bit, like add a little piece at the time to your knowledge to get to to increase your level. And I noticed that the more you break it down and you just go like step by step, the less daunting it is to learn something new and to get good at it. I feel like when you do scripting, you see that a lot because you just start some things you just, for me, open my eye. It was like I never yet to be a programmer to learn OpenMaya, and then I just got like step by step. I managed to get that, and I understand it now. But before, like a few years ago, I couldn't wrap my mind around.
If you learn the Python scripting or any scripting, just like making this project follow through, but for me, like, I don't want to do it. I'm not interested in this project. It's like useless. So doesn't really give me a motivation or inspiration to do it.
Yeah.
But I was doing like super manually, very shitty way alone. And then that time I was not facial modeler ever. I was working at the scan line. That time they have no facial modeler or facial rigging system at all. Rigger doing their own thing, modeler helping time to time. So we didn't have any system like facial. So I just scrapped all the information from Google and made it alone. And later I go to Veta, I got shocked. Everything is automatic. Everything is so easy. Read this script. And that time, when I was making my stuff alone, I only have like 25 shape or something. It's not that many actually, 35. And then I cried. And then many times I say I actually cry, just like on my desk. Oh my God, Maya frozen. And in Weta, they have like thousands of shapes and no problem. If something broken, just button click and then done. It's very easy. So when I finish contract and with them, I come back to Vancouver. I gotta make that. I gotta have a similar system, at least like rebuild my stuff easy. So that time I started, like even from Weta, I just started learning some Python scripting at home.
It makes your life a lot easier. It's pretty good, especially if you have technical tasks. So
I never cry after it. It's very very grateful.
That's good.
And then like I started doing more technical stuff, and then once you get a confidence, you feel like you can do everything. So that's how I so basically my character that time I can make my character just rig, and I can put some animation. And I was testing, oh, it's so fun, my character is laughing at me. And then some points like, I want to make a character just wander around and actually interacting with me, not like, oh, this guy is over there in the world, I'm looking at it. I want to be with my character. Somehow sounds really weird. But I just want to play with my character. So I that time, how about learning a Unity or some kind of game engine, and just if I learn basic AI system, then I can make my character wander around and I can just a little bit hang out with my character.
I don't have any friends. I need to make my own friends, sort of thing.
and
that's how I started.
I feel there's a lot of I mean, okay, well, if in a while ago I started taking a look at Blender, and I realized that there are a lot of people that use Blender, but they also use Unity. And it's fascinating because those users, they know a lot on how things work, how matrix work, and they know what barycentric coordinates are. They know what how to do ray casting and all these things that just a common modeler ignores. And there is this very, I mean, there are technical artists. I mean, mostly people that use Blender to good level. They got a lot of knowledge that is coming from the game engine. So I mean, that's why I got interested, but still I didn't manage. I mean, I used Blender, I learned stuff, some of the stuff that I've been writing add-ons for Blender, and some of the things that I needed to know for my add-ons, they were actually things that they were using it in Unity. So I just had to adapt this to Blender. And, but I never managed to get into a game engine. I just feel like I'm not there yet. So one of my questions is, how have you started?
So
to get
Unity?
into Unity?
Yeah, like that's how I studied. Because I wanted to just simply I started making my character wander around with me and play around me.
Yeah, but did you?
I just like, yeah, like that is how I started, really, literally. So I put my, but how I saw the potential of this that time is like, oh, Unity. Actually, I pick it because the name of the Unity sounds just nice, you know, just sweet.
Sounds better
That's
than
how simple
Unreal.
I am. Just like,
Unreal.
oh,
Unreal, no.
Unreal, a negative word.
The
No, but
marketing team from Unreal, they should listen to this then.
But I mean, did
No,
you download? Did you start with a course or you just
no.
reading?
How I learn the things. I didn't do any course. Just like I learn Python. Just like I gonna learn only thing I need to learn. You know, I don't wanna like if you learn Unity or if you taking course of Unity, you say like making platform game, like RPG game, or like making one first person shooting game or something. My goal was not that. My goal is like to do if you go that way, if your goal is to be a game developer, it completely makes sense, but it was not my goal. My goal was really like wanna making character interactive, playful and happy just with me. So what I did is like just to watch tutorial how I can make a character wander around. Just itself, just basic AI, just NPC system. Basically, I type how can I make an NPC and programming that, like how I can import FBX and how can I controlling this thing, how can I connecting. Yeah, that was a start, and I getting like I want to make a character doing more of this thing, and then I wish it's more alive, and I started doing deeper, you know.
Yeah, no, that's actually, I mean, I think that's really good advice that I gonna take, and I gonna
I mean, like to like with the Unity or even game engine, you don't really have to make a game. You can make, it's like you see on Unreal Engine, people some company making like news, right? Like they replacing the background of a news anchor. So it's not a game. It's just using it for new media content. And then like you can make it for like some exhibit or something, you know, interactive exhibit. You don't have to make a game. I'm not a game player, and then I cannot make a game rule. If you want to be a game developer, you have to make a like game rule, right? Logic of the game, how to make a game rule playable and everybody happy and everybody can enjoy it. I'm not the person like that. I don't even play games, so I cannot design the game rule. All I want is like character.
You want a character,
my friend,
a virtual friend,
my friend.
So see, Vancouver is a lonely city.
It's a lonely city, especially with a pandemic like that. You need your own digital friends, man. That's all it is.
Also one of the thing is like it's really hard to find apartment that allowed.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. So I started making a cat game so I can have a cat.
Oh, that is so sad. That is so sad.
This talk is all sad. I cry and make cat.
Cry. This is a drama, man. What are we doing here? This is a drama story.
No, but it's actually really good advice. The fact that you just go there and you just research what you need, you just that's probably the best way. I think it's how we all started. We just wanted to do something, and we're just doing a Google search, say how I do this in this software, and that's it. So probably you don't need a course to do.
Yeah, it's crazy how internet has changed things, right? I mean, like before the internet, you wanted to learn something. I remember when I was learning 3D back in the day, where obviously we didn't have internet yet, and I wanted to learn soft image before exercise, the old soft image. And I went to this bookstore in Barcelona where I grew up, and they had a copy of this like Bible of soft image. It was so thick, and it was all in English, and that was it. You either get this or nothing.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I don't really read English, but I'll try my best. And I was just fascinated with that, right? It was like, this is the only book it exists to my
Yeah.
knowledge. And now you're like, let me just on your phone, you're on the toilet.
Yeah,
Let
yeah,
me
just Google
check on
stuff.
my phone. Maybe I can find it, and you have like
Yeah.
thousands of videos related to that thing.
Yeah. And you can even write typos and it will correct it for you.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's just crazy
Yeah.
how technology has changed the way we do things. And especially when you're trying to learn things like that, like, you know, programming or 3D software or things like that. It's just so easy now. Or even cooking. I can just like how to make pasta like today. Pasta. Oh, that's easy.
Yeah, these days, like it's so easy to search anything. Recently, no, not recently, a few years ago, I wanted to talk about the pasta, but I don't know the pasta name. So, that pasta, you know, like the pillow looking pasta. And I type about Google pillow
looking
pasta. Actually,
ravioli. What's the name?
Yeah, it's actually coming out. Everybody asking, what is the pillow pasta name?
See, it's crazy.
See, you're not the only one.
Yeah.
You wanted to say raviolis with Google suggestions.
Yeah. Like it's a really good, like whenever I have an issue of in Unity or Maya or anything, I just like, oh my God, and then just copy the error and then put it online. Always have an answer. So really easy to run anything now.
Yeah. I mean, I guess somebody Googled how to make a space suit, right?
Probably he did a lot.
Yeah, what is that spacesuit? What's that for?
Yeah.
So my Beyonce gonna make a music video. So he made this spaceship. He's gonna shoot it, but it's too like he finished it in summer. He finished making in summer, so he couldn't shoot it. Like you cannot wear
so you have to
in
wait.
Vancouver summer. So somehow, but he still didn't shoot it yet.
Okay.
Oh, well.
It's cool. I actually wear it. And then did some picture shoot.
Oh,
because
nice.
Somebody have to wear. Yeah.
Nice. That's pretty cool. And then have you started using Blender for a while? Like, yeah, I saw you playing. Anyway, we're gonna post a link to Min Instagram. I recommend you guys to follow it because it's very interesting.
Yeah, she got some crazy stuff. Yeah, it's super cool.
Yeah, and I saw you did this tiger that it was grease pencils mixed 2D and 3D. And I wonder how do you like working with grease pencil, Blender?
I have a love and hate at the same time.
Yeah, I think it's a common feeling.
I think that's my feeling with any software, any 3D or even 2D software.
I mean, like a Maya is like, if you have an issue with Maya, it's like, it's my old friend. How I gonna complain? But Blender is when I start every hockey I have to learn. And actually, I'm using a laptop, gaming laptop, so I don't have a number pad.
Oh
so
no!
That's every video is like click the number pad 1 and 2, and I don't have it. How? And then just freaked out. I just cannot use. So usually they show where to go actually, and then also teach the hockey additionally, right? But I think it's all the Blender users just rely on the hockey, so maybe they don't know where is where, or so I couldn't really. It was really hard to learn Blender, to be honest. Harder than Unity.
Wow.
Yeah, because there's too many hockeys, and it's completely different from Maya, so it's super confusing.
Yeah, it is. To be honest, I started using Blender a while ago, and I really like the modeler. I mean, yeah, you know, I'm a fanboy. I've been talking about Blender to everybody, but yeah, but I just feel like it's a really good software. I think we still need Maya. There's no way to just use Blender, but I really like it. I feel like it's fun. This is one thing that I realized. It's fun to use it. The other ones, I mean, Maya, I don't have so much fun using it.
But don't you have fun because you already know how to use it and it's kind of boring?
It could be that.
Or it's just the way the Blender is designed that it just clicks better and works better for you?
I started with Lightwave, and it reminds me a lot of Lightwave. So, yeah, I don't know, but yeah, but you've been using it too, Alex, right?
Yeah, I've played a bit with the sculpting tools.
Yeah.
And I'm liking it quite a lot, actually. I mean, obviously, I like the fact that it's free and you can just download it, run it, and it's up and running. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to install licenses. It's just like so light to download, so easy, right? I like the viewport as well, and the brushes feel fairly good. So far I'm liking it. But the second I leave the sculpting side of Blender and I try to do anything else, I'm like, what? Yeah, I'm so lost. I'm so confused. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do it in Maya. I'm so much faster in Maya or ZBrush, you know.
You know, one thing that I really like about Blender is Eevee. It's so cool.
Eevee is really good. Yeah.
That you can just you just in a real time render, and it's
it's really easy to use, and then looks really pretty. I don't know whether it's hyper realistic compared to other Unreal render or something, but very, very pretty, easy to get this image. And I have like temper, so I don't do a rendering much. But the Eevee is just a straight, have an image real time. So
I like that a lot.
I like that. I like the viewport is nice, feels pretty. You can change materials and matte caps and stuff so easily as well. It's a good software for sure. But I have the same opinion that still there is no way. I think Blender has its use, but in no way is going to replace Maya, at least for big studios at the moment.
No,
but it's very useful for freelancers or smaller companies, things like that, and even in bigger companies, it can have a spot for sure.
Yeah, right? I think it would be perfect for TV shows and little animation.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
They're really good.
If I just using it, if I only using a Blender, I would use it. Just I already learned so much Maya, so it's really hard to like switching things.
Yeah.
I don't know, like because of hockey. And because I'm way faster in Maya, so no reason I go to Blender really. But Blender is really powerful. I like it. Lots of things I really like it. Like I can change a viewport, log, render all like you said, and modeling also. Like I tried few and not bad. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, but it is true. If you use Maya and Blender, like we were saying before, is if you use that for a week and then switching between the two softwares is just so confusing. You just lose all the muscle memory for the hotkeys.
I surprised I couldn't rotate in Maya. After I used 1 month Blender, I was so comfortable later. Oh my god. I just like, now I'm so pro on Blender. And then like I had to go back to Maya because of some rigging and other stuff. And I just couldn't navigate in the viewport.
No, but they're so different. It's I wish they were a bit more similar, but I really like it. I mean, for me, even selecting vertices in a Blender, it feels much better. I don't know. Maya just feels like it's so heavy. And Blender is very fast. Anyway.
I know. I kind of like both of them. Obviously, I know a lot more Maya than Blender. So I feel a lot more confident. And whenever I try to do something in Blender other than sculpting, I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, I'll do it in Maya. It takes me 2 minutes to do it in Maya. In Blender is this whole thing, right?
Yeah, you have to learn.
Normally because of time constraint. I never have time. I'm always, doing things. So I have to do things quickly, right? So I don't have the time to invest. but
Yeah.
for sure it's a cool software. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the Grease Pencil.
I have a Grease Pencil scene opened.
Yeah.
To share the screen.
Yeah, do you want to show us?
Yeah. I don't know how to rotate.
See?
Yeah, that looks great. That's super cool.
Can you see?
Yeah. I saw that on your Instagram. I'm like, wow, that looks really cool.
Yeah, this is so this is a Grease Pencil.
So, so did you use a geometry underneath?
Yeah, so it's actually there's a geo over here.
Mm.
How can I move this? So it looks like this.
And you just
so basically I paint on it. Yeah. It's really fun though. How I did, what was the fun was, let's see if I remember. Skirt draw? No. Actually, so there's what I like the Grease Pencil have a draw mode. I can draw. I don't know how to use it, but you can draw. And then you can add it here, like you can get like stuff. And also sculpting mode, you can like moving things, right?
Yeah.
This is really fun. It's like semi drawing and sculpting at the same time. I can turn off this thing then.
I think it's great. It's great for concepting. I don't understand why. I mean, I know there are some people who are doing concept art with it, but it's not very.
And then like when I drawing it, I actually reference the VR peel a lot, like peel drawing, you know, like in the VR. So I don't have it. I'm very poor. I couldn't afford Oculus. So that's why I like, oh my god, Blender free. I can do it here. Let's try it. And I reference some kill drawings, and also reference the like point cloud style. So when you go, it's actually it's all point. So it's actually can make quite interesting stuff as well. I made other stuff.
I have one question about how did you do the snow? Was it particles or you just? How did you do the snow on the tiger?
Nose?
The snow.
The snow.
Oh, snow. Yeah. So you want to know?
Let's go. Yeah, because I thought it was particles, but I guess maybe you didn't use particles.
Yeah, it's the same thing. I don't know how. I don't think I can remember how to do it, but let's see. I'm useless now. So basically, I draw the line and then using the same technique I did with this. So that's what happened with this.
Okay.
So I'm quite useless right now. Where is the grease pencil? This? Oh, I found it.
That's the problem, right? Once you stop using one of the softwares.
Yeah, going.
Yeah. What am I doing? So draw and here. So I can draw here, right? I just draw like that. And I just draw and this is just curve. What I do is I go to the skirt mode.
Yeah.
And there's a noise. So I can just noise like this.
Okay.
That's really interesting.
It's quite pretty. I was actually play with the I didn't bring it here. I mean, this is basically something I was doing. I just sculpted and then play with the point style with the noise. So yeah, I like a different method when I'm making things.
Yeah, that's really interesting. That's really.
And then like you can do like, yeah, it's just an interesting way to making stuff. But where's the smaller?
Because if you were to ask me to do this in Maya, I wouldn't even know where to start.
Yeah.
Like, how do I do this in Maya in such an easy way, right? Is it possible? Yeah, probably it's possible to do something like that, replicate it somehow. but this is so direct. It's so artistic. It's just like draw it and you know.
Yeah, I think it's just a different software make me think a different way.
Yeah.
So that's why I like it actually.
Yeah. Cool. Do you want to show us the orangutan Pogo?
Yeah, sure. So I have a few things. So
It's so cute.
what would be good? So what people like that is this
Yeah.
is basically what people saw it. Can you see?
Yeah.
So what's happening here, just for people watching, is the orangutan is watching you and is reacting to your emotions and to your expressions.
Yeah.
Right. It's not like you're trying to transfer your expression like some sort of mock-up into the orangutan. He's a AI sort of character that is reacting to what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's just super cool.
Yeah, because you can see lots of people doing or lots of company making. You can retarget the digital character with your face.
Yes.
And using iPhone or something different like 3D camera or something, I don't know. But again, I cannot afford this thing. So I'm a creator who just like, support myself. So I have to find other way. And I like space. So what else I can do? And then another reason is, honestly, I don't want to be other than me. I found out that I just like, I like me. And then, but all I want is like, I need friends. So I just want to interact with the characters. And yeah, this is what I got the idea. So basically, this is the first idea sketch I did. So the Bobo and me, myself. Yeah. So what happening is this, another one. So the Bobo have a screen. So he's just looking at me and then interact with my expression. And you see he's following where my head is. And looking at it. And if I smile, he also like, oh, smile. And this is just only, time. It's gonna be more complex, but.
So in terms of the character itself, you took this guy, you modeled it, I guess, like in Maya, ZBrush, or maybe Blender, in any 3D app.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I'm a Maya person, so I made a whole thing in Maya. I scripted in a ZBrush and Modbox as well.
I see a node network there. What's that?
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is animation. So this A, where's A? There's
in the middle.
So basically, A is a pose, neutral pose, and then B is another neutral pose, and C also another neutral pose. So you have to make a transition animation as well. So this is all about just the difference between FFX animation and game animation. You have to make a transition between that, because if you are pose A and suddenly pose D, then it's gonna suddenly moving like that. So you need to make animation. I had to like design everything. This even animation network is probably gonna be more complex later. And this is how he's doing based on the different network. This is a pose something D or something. I don't know. And I can touch the Bobo's hand. And this is another pose. So I had to like networking, making a transition animation like this.
Can you keep the facial expression separated from
Yeah, I can
Okay.
just start using like, I can even mapping it like upper body and then lower body or something like that.
Okay.
So some of them I turn off the arm motion so I can control the arm. Like I want to drag the arm like this. So I turn off some of the, like.
Okay, so you turn the animation off and you just use whatever it is, the ragdoll or command.
Yeah, it's just like you making whole animation, and then in game engine you have to just assign how to mapping this thing.
Yeah.
So like while walking and then have a hot dog or something, you can do that, you know. You don't have to make another animation. You can just put the hot dog eating upper body.
Yeah, on the upper body. Yeah, you can blend as a sort of a non-linear. And I have a question about, so you said you've been writing your own shape editor, right?
Yes.
And so the shape editor, for the ones that do not know how that works, is, do you want to explain that? Or do you want me to do it?
Shape editor?
Yeah, our shape network works, the blend shape.
So you can explain it.
Okay, I'm just gonna quickly explain. Okay, you guys are just giving me the boring tasks. This is not nice. Anyway, so basically a ship network is we have a set of primaries is all based on they're called facts. So they're based on a facial action coding system. So it's based on the muscles of the face, and based on that, there are the primary actions, and then when the two actions are going together, they more likely crush the geometry. So what we need to do is to add a combination on the top. So it's a correctives that get triggered every time the two shapes are going together. So the shape network and as a set of expressions. So I was wondering how we can do that in Maya using an expression node or a set of nodes. But I was wondering how you port this into Unity. Do you do that, or you just export the animations?
So like collective shape network, you mean?
Yeah. Do you recreate that in Unity, or
I have to recreate it based on the naming.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just I make so there's a script. So in like there's a model, and I get all the blind shape naming, and then if this name is like jaw open, what is it? Underbar. Underbar.
Yeah.
What?
Underscore?
Underscore? Yeah. So jaw open underscore smile. Recon fuller.
Yeah.
And then just reading and connecting to the hero shape, like jaw open and then recorner puller. Okay, it was like I had to make this system in Maya, and then because FBX break everything, like even you don't have a IK, you just only have a joint. You don't have a controller for it. So if you want it, you have to make a separate rig. You have to set a rig in Unity or game engine. If you want IK, you cannot import it from Maya. You have to make it there.
Okay, can you script that?
IK?
Or... No, I mean the recreating all the node networks.
Oh yeah,
Okay, so it reads the FBX file, and then based on the morph targets, on the name of the morph, it creates the names and the connections, right?
Yeah, cool. Yeah, it's like I just made it like automatically just connecting it, because I could make it like manually, you know. I can put the job, this collective shape is this shape, or I can manually do it. But my point is like continuously update the rig in Maya and then updating it. So I wish everything is just smoothly updated. Like after I cry one time, I don't want to make another mistake. So always automatically.
It's pretty much the same thing you did with the Blanchett Manager that you wrote a while ago, years ago. That was so useful when I use it. I think it was at Milo. I don't know where I was working at the time, but it was so useful.
Yeah.
See, every time you needed to recreate all the connections, right? Instead of just manually recreating everything, you could just select all the blend shifts, and because of naming convention, it just excuse me, recreate everything, the correctives, the progressives, and everything was just automatic with one single click.
Yeah, and then it's doing the delta extraction and all.
That was great.
Yeah, but you did your own blend shape editor too, right?
Yeah, I just spent like few days to make the editor looks very cute. Like put the pink button.
Did you show us that, or is something that you're keeping for yourself?
I will show it. I mean, like a rough one is you can see on a blog. You can see just a demo window. Right now, I still need to adding more stuff. There's still bug, so I cannot show the column version.
It is not as easy as people think.
It's still working. It's just still working. Just in some cases, oh, I forgot to update this one. So it's like manually doing some part, and then someday I'm gonna update it, and I know the issue, but never update yet.
You know, have you ever tried BCS?
What's that?
It's well, you have to pay for it, but it's called DPK BCS. Has been around for a very long time, and it's just it's a blend shape editor. It's a delta manager, and it's pretty good. So BCS, yeah. I mean, yeah, you can give it a go. It's good. The UI is a bit of a pain. It's not like the one that we used to work with, but yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, I used something Crazy Rabbit shape editor. Have you used it?
But that one is a bit different from the Brave Rabbit one.
Brave.
Yeah.
I feel like
Crazy Rabbit is better. So it's better.
I think it was his mistake. He should have called it Crazy Rabbit.
Yeah, Crazy Rabbit sounds more fun for sure.
Yeah, no, actually at the
it's a different,
Yeah, it's more for cartoon rigs because I think it is designed to work with an hybrid facial rig with skin clusters and
I used it. I liked it. Just I found it still not. I like the old facial editors.
I
had to make my own thing. Yeah.
It's pretty good actually. Yeah, you're able to do that. It's
it's fun. I like
it's impressive actually. Yeah. So you wrote your own blend shape manager in Python, right?
Yeah. I wrote it before, and then this is like second time or something. That time the Python scripting is like everywhere. It's very broken, so I found that like I gotta write again. So yeah, I wish this time is like forever I can use. I like it. I really enjoy scripting, like Python scripting or C# scripting. Is I didn't know I can do it, but I found somehow if a person who's listening is an artist, like fully artist, maybe don't understand it, but I found the beauty from code recently. It's like some of the code is like, oh, this is so logical and well structured and so beautiful. Oh, it's so good.
No, it's I feel the same. Like I really like the technical aspect of, especially at work, because when you get feedback about something that it's technical, it could be it works, it doesn't work. But when it's when it's artistic feedback, it's always something that, oh, you just make it a bit more, and then you just show it again, and it's not what they wanted, so you have to redo it.
Right.
And so, but technical, I mean,
Probably a lot more subjective, right?
yeah,
Just a script either works or it doesn't. That's it.
yeah. So it just makes my life a lot easier. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, I remember years ago when I was still using Max and I was trying to recreate your Planship Manager, the BS Man, and I did my BS Max instead.
Yeah.
Which it was obviously a direct ripoff from your Planship Manager. And it was sort of working. Yeah, it's a shame that I don't use Max anymore because it was fun to do, but I had so many issues. I think my brain, it's too much of an artist.
Yeah, honestly, it's pretty good that you guys are doing that. Like,
I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not. I'm not doing scripting anymore.
You should teach me.
No, I don't have any idea on how to do scripting anymore. I used to script just a tiny bit in Max, but
yeah, I saw you scripting before, not doing it anymore.
Yeah, no, I don't have the time, and it's either spend time doing that or spend time, like.
Yeah, but now, I mean, now, I think now that you're gonna be, I mean, now that you're working at Ziva,
yeah, I mean, maybe people that are super smart and they have tons of experience, and when it comes to scripting and programming. So hopefully something is gonna rub on me, and I can just learn something for sure. But so far, I don't have the time to.
Yeah, and then you need an inspiration. You need something you can complain about. Like I need this or something.
Yeah, exactly. It's what you were saying before. You don't just script for the sake of scripting. You script when you need something. And when I did, the Planship Manager, all that, what's it called? The Asset Manager. I remember I showed you.
Yeah.
And that was super cool because I needed that for my own personal projects, and I wrote it and it was working. I was so happy and so proud, and the best is that it was so useful for me. I was using it all the time. But if I don't have like a purpose, I'm like, oh, what am I going to script now? I don't know. If whatever I need, it's probably already free to download somewhere.
Yeah.
Unless it's something very specific, but I don't do such complex jobs anymore at home, right? But yeah, you're right. You need something specific that you need to, to use, and then you will script it. If not, it's just hard to.
And then especially like if you just don't know this gonna help you so much, you can just like manual work, and I gonna figure out how to do it. I'm an artist. I gonna figure out how to do anyway. But when you know there's some other tool help you like so easy, then later you just have something like, oh, without it I cannot leave. I need to make my own thing. So that's how shape editor is so easy to script. Is, I mean, technically it's difficult, but I know exactly what I want, right? Like I want blind shape connecting each other well. So I know the goal, exactly what I want to have. This is quite clear. Yeah, I don't know other scripts I would want to make. Have no idea.
Yeah. I'm sure you will find out once you start, keep working on your projects, and you're going to keep needing more and more things for sure.
Yeah, then I can complain to Maurizio, and he's gonna.
I'm putting together. Do you remember the MM tools? Yeah, so I'm repackaging the MM tools, and I'm putting together even the mirror for the cluster, mirror and connect, and so they will come maybe soon.
MM tools 2.0.
Don't know.
Are you gonna put the price?
Are
you gonna put it free, or are you gonna?
Free, always free. Always free. Donation if people want to donate, but yeah.
He's a good man.
He's a good man.
It's a way to give back.
He looks sad that Vancouver didn't break him yet.
No, it's still
still a good person,
Still generous. Yeah.
Still generous.
Yeah. But no, I mean, honestly, like I've been writing these two add-ons for Blender, and I put them for free. But people, they just sometimes I get a donation, and it's just so not. I don't expect that, and it's amazing how people can be generous, you know.
Mm.
Um,
It's rewarding, right? You're like,
yeah, it is very rewarding. But
yeah.
on the other side, I, the comments on my of my videos, you know, like there are people that they make comments that are just so demanding, and I can figure out if they usually do not put a donation, but they're just so demanding in the things that, yeah, and now I understand why, you know, people ask for money, because it's such pain in the ass to yeah, some people just give it for granted, you know. It's like,
Yeah.
come on, it's free, just figure it out. And
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I understand.
Yeah, I
yeah,
can see how that could be super infuriating, man. You do something for free, you just give it away for
no,
free, and
it's
people they get annoyed and demanding like, "Just do it better, and do it
yeah,
now." Like, what?
yeah,
You
it's
kidding me?
it's not infuriating. It's just I'm surprised on how people just give things for granted, you know. And yeah,
Min, I have a question for you regarding your project
Mm-hmm.
with Orangutan. So, are you planning to keep working on this guy? Are you planning to add new characters to it and new friends for play
to
with? Or
you're
to
gonna have more
orangutan
virtual
Bobo.
friends.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Are you planning to add more? I don't know, like other
Oh,
animals or
oh, that would be nice. Actually,
that's
I want to make. I have a. I of course I'm gonna keep working on. I don't know. I'm gonna add more character on it because once there's more character, I have to program like how they interacting
yeah,
each other. It's become way complex. Like right now, interaction between me and Bobo is already hard. So two character interacting is I think is too hard. But later, maybe I don't know. Right now, I already have so many things I wanna do with Bobo. So like I want to like make I want to like have a, you know, like in the computer vision, if you bring banana on your camera, it actually recognize it's a banana. So what happened, what I can do is uh, I if that recognizes banana, I just can put the banana there, right? 3D banana, and then Bobo can grab and eat it. Just some stuff like not difficult to achieve it, but just nice idea to put it. You know,
yeah,
it's just
yeah, yeah,
fun to do. Like you can bring your banana from your kitchen and you can feeding it. Not about like clicking the button or something. You can actually interact
mm.
yeah, 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 yeah.
digital world with the real material. I think it's nice. I just like experimental ideas. Um, yeah, I have so many things I want to do with it. Just yeah.
Yeah, that sounds really interesting, and also because you started this as a personal project, and because apparently you were lonely and you wanted some friends to play with, or whatever it is. But do you think that eventually you may be releasing this as an app for
Yeah,
for mobile devices, for iPads, and something that people could be interested in, and
for
maybe even
other lonely people.
for
Oh
lonely
yeah.
people
Yeah,
to maybe
yeah,
you can
for people that
monetize it,
cannot have pets, you know.
for Vancouverites mostly.
Yeah,
People who live in Vancouver and they cannot afford pets
Like
here.
suddenly, like in the winter time, that everybody wanna buy it.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
So is that
my
something that you have in mind, or
yeah, I thinking about it. When it is good enough, I may make it available to download. It's
Mhm.
like if it is, then probably at least desktop, not mobile, because it's gonna be heavy.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm actually what this is cool is you only need a webcam. So if if I using like other gears, people couldn't use this thing. I only can using it. Other people cannot do it without
Yeah.
any like additional device. And this one is anybody who download, they can just my webcam, and then they can use it. So I think it's quite exciting part.
Yeah, that
I
sounds.
want to see I want to see like little kids living far away from me. They just using like simulator and have a fun with Bobo and learn about the orangutan culture and stuff. I think it's really fun to
Yeah.
see
Are you
that.
Yeah. I
planning?
think there is possibilities there, and that's why I was
Yeah.
asking, because I think it could be a very cute project that people could be interested in to download, and kids will love something like that for sure.
Are you
Yeah.
planning to do grooming on it?
Um, for now, I mean, like it looks okay without for now. So I just like make me, oh, it's fine by me. But
Yeah.
yeah, I want to put the fur in the future. I just like when I see the Unreal Engine, that make me upset. Honestly, it's really cool. Their fur looks really cool.
Yeah.
Unity
Yeah.
doesn't have that quality for yet, so
Mm.
I gotta wait. But I still have a lot of tasks, so I can wait. Maybe in the like next year or something. Maybe good fur. But yeah, I wish to have a fur.
And in terms of the character itself, the modeling itself of the orangutan, you said you were using just like standard Maya, ZBrush, and all these sort of things. But the final model that you export into Unity, how dense is that in terms of polygons and
Uh,
textures, things like that?
Actually, I didn't check the polygon count. It shouldn't be that heavy to be
Uh,
honest, because to be honest, I pay minimal attention to modeling and texturing and stuff for now, because it's not gonna be that a problem. I trust myself. It's not gonna be that horrible. So I mean, I know I have my attention was more a programming or animation or
yeah,
simulation
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah,
So yeah, I don't really remember that.
yeah.
Sorry.
And I'm just curious because I mostly been working on films for the last forever years. But before that, I was on video games, but that was with Maurizio, and that was for the PS2. It was PS2, right?
Yeah.
The Yeah,
Yeah.
PS2. And at that time, the characters were making, I think they had like 3,000 triangles and two textures of 256
Yeah.
pixels. So I'm just
I
wondering how things have changed and evolved, because I haven't worked on video games anymore.
Hmm.
But I'm guessing you're using normal maps for your orangutan, because
yeah.
obviously it
Yeah.
looks like there is some displacement or something there. And I'm guessing in terms of polygons, obviously it's a lot more than 3,000 triangles
Yeah. More than that.
nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You don't have that limitation anymore. It's
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
They got so much better. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, definitely. I try to optimize everything, um, because there's a performance issue. If I'm just rendering just Arnold or something, this is not a big problem. But this is skinning or blind shape, rendering real time. Everything can be really slow. I found it in a game. Most important thing is like performance.
yeah,
Nobody wanna play something slow, right?
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I try
Yeah.
to make it like more as possible.
yeah. It's really interesting how things have changed for sure. I was gonna ask you something else and I forgot about the project. What was it? Damn it. I don't know. Did you get to watch that? I think it was Unreal 5 demo video that they released like a few months ago. Did you watch that? It
What's
was
that?
this. Did you watch it, Maurizio? It was this girl. She was running like in a cave or something. It
Yeah.
was all real time for the
Oh,
Yeah.
PS5.
I saw it.
Wow, that was
Oh.
super impressive as well, right? I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, and
wow.
then did you see like recent human
Yeah. The meta human.
thingy?
Yeah, I met the humans. Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's really impressive.
yeah.
It's
yeah,
It really
so
was.
cool.
Yeah.
We all gonna like. I'm not going to have a job anymore.
that's why I left.
Yeah.
I knew it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
She's a
Extra
I have
visionary.
to
modeling.
get out. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. No, I'm actually, honestly, I'm actually really happy with the fact that the technology is moving forward so much. Even what they're doing at Ziva, because come on, like let's be honest, handling a shape network, having to deal with 1,000 of combinations is not.
it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense
Yeah.
to make movies like we're doing them right now,
Yeah.
where modelers or whatever sculptors, they're like modeling each
Yeah.
expression, each
Yeah.
face, each combination. It
Yeah.
never looks good. It's
Yeah.
always weird looking. It's It's just way too much work.
Even if it goes against my interest, but
yeah,
it's just so much to handle, and it is so easy to get lost.
Yeah, I don't think it's the right approach. The way movies are made right now, with when it comes to facial, performances, and 3D faces and 3D animation for the faces, I don't think we're tackling this the right way. And things seem to be shifting.
Well, it has been like this for 20 years already. Yeah, it didn't change. I mean, it got better because they have the, technologies that where you rock the face and you get that.
But yeah, because everything gets better, right? The motion capture gets better, and animators are faster, and everything gets better. But still, I don't think it's the right approach.
Yeah, but
I mean, it worked on when you guys did the Avatar. It looked amazing. I was like, wow, my God, that's just insane, right? Yeah. Or the Gollum on the Hobbit. It's so good. But still, the amount of work needed to reach those levels, it's just insane. The amount of people wanting to just quit everything after working on those things. Because it's a lot of work.
Do you have a facial system releasing soon, is it? Or Jiva Dynamic?
Ziva, yeah, they are.
They have a facial, right?
Yeah, they posted a few things on LinkedIn. I'm not too sure how much I can talk about this, so I'm not gonna really say much. But what I saw on LinkedIn and when we spoke to James, it looks super cool. It looks really good. Yeah, they're working on some super cool tech. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know Alex was there or not when Jiva Dynamic opened in Vancouver, and they had some party, and I don't know that one or something else.
For the SIGGRAPH? They threw a party on SIGGRAPH a few years ago.
But not that one. I was like one of the time. I think I was in a screening. Jiva Dynamic was presenting, and I saw a facial. That was before they released it in public. I was there and watched it, and I was like, wow, my life as a facial modeler is not that long. Not that long. I just like gotta prepare.
Yeah, no, they're working on very cool technology for everything, actually, for everything related to characters. So yeah, it's really impressive. They must be super smart, these people.
Yeah, is it like Jiva Dynamics sponsor video?
Not really. Maybe we should talk to them.
Yeah. But it's pretty cool. I mean, everything. The meta-human, the what Ziva is doing, everything is just.
Yeah, how technology, when it comes to digital characters, is advancing and changing things. It's just crazy. Yeah. Obviously, not only Ziva, but you see all the software simulations, all the skin shadings, all the the groomings, all these sort of technologies that at the end of the day they bring together a character. They're changing so much and evolving, and Houdini with their own things, and wow, it's just crazy.
And think we could use all this time and this energy to save lives, to make us live like to 500 years. But no, we're just making movies.
We're just making digital characters and making digital friends when you're old.
Why not? That's for my mental health.
Whatever keeps you sane. Yeah, I totally get it. I mean, at the end of the day, and you know what? You have a very good point with wanting to interact with your characters, because I spend a lot of time on my spare time doing my own characters, right? And monsters and creatures and aliens and camels. Maybe one day Mauricio is gonna rig my camel. Or maybe I'm gonna pass it to you, Min, and you can just put it with the orangutan.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I wish I could also interact with those guys. It could be so much fun, right? So I totally get it. Yeah, I totally get your point.
Yeah. I just like I started as a character artist, but I just like interacting with the character. I just like making character and everything about character. I just want to know about it.
Yeah.
So it's really fun. You should try it. It's a first time when I make the character. Really love low poly cartoon character. Put it on a Unity and make it wander around. And I was looking, I just clicked the button and looking at my character was wander around. Basically, the logic is this character walking and then randomly stop and then randomly start and then rotating, go to other direction. So randomly just keep walk and stop, walk and stop. And I'm just sitting there on the first person, the camera, just looking at my character. At some point, my character just like that come and then stop in front of me. Just like, of course, it's a cartoon character, very low poly. So, and then of course, I know I made this randomly walk, randomly stop. So I know, but that feeling, it was so weird. I feel like this character is looking at me. I'm crazy, I know. But that after that, just like I want to make more. I want to interact this character. It made me really get motivated.
Yeah, it's a very valid point. I remember years ago when I was starting, getting more into characters and stuff like that. And I will take a character and put the eyeballs and then constrain the eyeballs to the camera in 3D, in Maya or in Max, I don't remember. But then I could rotate the camera and the character was always looking at me. And I was like, oh, this is so cool. It's like he's alive already and it's just looking at me, right? It's so great. So obviously that's a very simplified version of what you're doing, but I get the feeling and the excitement, right?
Yeah. You don't need a lot to do that, like to feel excited. It's just like small thing, make you super excited. And then I think it's eventually help you to understand the character. Because I learned how to rig, so it make me model better because like I know what rigger wants, so I can make modeling better or some stuff, at least for them, for the pipeline. And then I can do like animating, so it make me some point like after I learn some animation, and then I can do it, improve my rigging as well. Everything is like chain. It's just help me. So it's not about like, I want to be, I change my career to something else. To knowing something other than modeling always help modeling at the end.
Yeah, it's like I was noticing that when I started modeling, and then I started drawing, and then I was modeling, and then going back to drawing, and my drawing was improving because I had a better understanding of But so did you do all the walk cycles and for your characters? And
yeah, I do every animation now. I mean, I'm not a good animator, but I just do it just for some stuff. Short animation is short clips. I think I can do it. I want to take more classes. It's fun. I like animation. It's really fun.
Yeah. I think we all wanted to be animators when we start. When you start, you just I want to make my own short.
Yes.
I want to make my own movie.
I remember when I was again back in the day in Derby, when I wanted to be an animator, right? I want to do animation.
Really?
I want to make my characters and I want to animate them. I want to bring them to life. And then by the time my character was almost ready for animation, because I had to model and texture it, and obviously things were a lot different. We didn't have ZBrush. We didn't have a lot of the tools that we have now. So making something like that, it was so complicated. There was no rigging information at the time. So by the time I had something sort of ready to animate, I was just exhausted with that project. I'm like, I don't want to even touch this character anymore. So I never got to animate anything because I was too tired of the character. Like,
I understand.
I get rid of this. I'm gonna model something else now.
And then I feel like animation is just such a different skill set from everything else. So much to learn, I think you can learn look dev and lighting, and you can do it to a place where it's decent. But doing animation, it's I mean, you really have to spend years doing that.
I know, right? It's so difficult. For me, my expectation is so little, so that's fine. I also wanted to avoid learning animation, to be honest. But why I doing is I couldn't find animation I want in online. I tried to find it, but I couldn't find. So oh my god, I gotta do it.
So I
alone.
cried and I made my own animation.
Cried. Yeah, always.
Yeah.
Now it is true that animation, it's because obviously you need to deal with the technical aspect of working on a 3D environment, but then you also have the fact that you need to make the physics correct and make a character heavy or light or this or that. But then there is also the acting of the character, and it needs to emote, and it's a lot of different skill sets that I have no idea how to. That's very difficult. It's a very difficult thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe next guest is animator and then listening. Why is learning animation is so hard?
Yeah, maybe we should bring in some animator and ask them.
Yeah, I wonder who we
I
can
know we
contact.
know a lot of animators. There's
Yeah.
Kike, there is Santi, there is Gio. I know Gio, Giro.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
lot of animators we could bring in. It'll be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, we could do that actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like learning other people's job is really interesting. Like when a few years ago I was like, oh, this is my area. So my attitude was this is my area, other people's area, always. And now learning more a little bit about their work really excite me. It's just this so magical what they're doing. Make me
I think we've
excited.
just been doing this for too long, and then that you just want to learn something else. That's it.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Like, yeah. You
Yeah,
just,
I feel bored easy.
Yeah, no, it makes sense
yeah,
because
we
I
all
spend all day.
do.
Yeah, I spend all day modeling when I go home. I still
Yeah.
enjoy modeling, but I want to do like maybe lighting or texturing or something different.
Yeah.
Or Call of Duty. But but yeah, it's fun doing different things for sure.
Mm.
Yeah. I watch too much Netflix. I don't know.
There's no such a thing as too much Netflix.
Yeah.
It's just not enough content. But not.
No, I think I watch everything. It's a bit Netflix and then YouTube. Those are my two main.
Yeah,
Yeah.
YouTube. I'm hanging around to YouTube too much as well.
Yeah.
There were in Korea recently have a trend that summarize the movie in 10 minutes.
So you don't waste time.
And I
Okay,
was
tell me what
missing. I
it is.
watched like 20 movies
Okay.
per day. I like
that
it.
my
makes
God.
sense.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why you're
Internet is
so productive.
destroying us as a society, but internet is destroying us. Crazy. You don't even pay attention to movies anymore. No build up to anything. It's just like 20 minutes. Okay, finish.
Yeah.
Next one. Okay, that's the murderer. Okay, that's Rocky. He won. Okay, next one.
Yeah.
Jesus. It's horrible. But productive.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
All right, guys.
Yes.
Well, it was really fun.
Yeah. Let's wrap it up. It's been
yes,
over an hour.
Yes.
It's been really cool, actually.
Yeah, thank you so much, Min. Let me say this first. Thank you so much for, I know that we know that you're always super busy, and so thank you for taking the time. It was a pleasure. Mauricio, it was always a pleasure talking to you, man. That was fun for sure.
Yeah, likewise.
Yes.
And yeah, I mean, this has been really interesting, actually. Yeah, what you say
I'm
about.
just happy to talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we know
friends.
you're lonely.
Yeah. This is real people.
Yes. Yes.
I don't have to work on other digital characters anymore.
Yeah. No.
No, it's been great seeing, through the years how you've been doing different things and changing sort of different, not career path, but just exploring different things. And, it's always inspiring to see the way you're evolving. And, I remember when I met you, you were aspiring character artist, I think, or you were already working in the industry, but, it was your first job abroad, I believe. And now you're like programming in C#, programming in Python, doing interactive characters, and you're doing all this crazy stuff. So it's super inspiring.
I become weird and hideous every year.
I mean, you were always weird, but
no, but you got your virtual
weirder.
friends. Yeah. Don't worry. Don't worry. Yeah. There would be always somebody who understands you. Pogo will be.
Yeah. When I open Bobo always there. You guys too busy.
Yeah.
Good point. Yes. Yeah.
No, but we should do this again. Yeah.
Yeah, part 2.
We should
in the
do
future when you get more characters added to your app, we should do like a part 2.
Yeah.
And I also wanted to say good luck with your new adventure. We know that
Oh,
you
yeah.
started a new job recently. If you want to
Hopefully
talk
that
like
is.
a couple of minutes about that, or up to you. But yeah, that sounds super exciting.
Yeah. Now let's not talk about it.
Okay.
Right?
Okay,
Yeah.
let's keep it secret.
Let's keep it secret, and then we will reveal
And then later
that
we
in
found
part
there
2.
were no secret.
Yeah. All right. All right, guys.
Thank
It's
you.
been a pleasure.
Yeah, been a pleasure. Please, if you want to wrap it up, please, Maurizio.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, just like and subscribe. And
please leave a comment down below with
yeah,
any
leave a
questions
comment
you
if you
want
have
to ask.
yeah, if you have questions, if you want us to do this live, so you can ask question live, just let us know.
We'll put
Yeah,
Min's information as well down below.
yeah,
So
we're gonna
her.
leave everything down
She's
below.
doing amazing things, so
yeah.
please feel free to follow her as well.
Yeah, and yeah.
Yeah, again, thank you so much, and that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah,
Thank you.
No worries.
Right.
A pleasure.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.